Good day. I'm Gerard Tarting, Director of Good to Great People. We're a small team of professionals whose objective it is to help our customers to achieve sustainable profits with people. And interestingly, our model is based on the four C's principles. We say there are four things that prevents people from giving their best in organizations. Firstly is a lack of character. Therefore, make sure that you appoint the right people with the right character, work ethic, and make sure that when you appoint people, that you appoint motivated people. Number two, clarity. Clarity of goals, clarity of purpose. Make sure that people know exactly what is expected of them, how they fit into the organization, and make sure that you leverage their strengths. Number three, competence. Make sure that people are competent in their jobs and that they continuously grow to meet the ever-increasing requirements of customers, of the environment, of all shareholders. And the fourth thing, consistent consequences management. There's a saying that goes that behavior is a function of consequences. If there are no consequences, behavior won't change. So consequences, both positive and progressive or corrective. It's important. So what I'm going to share with you is our digital model. So what we've done is, based on these principles, we've developed a digital platform that can be easily deployed in organizations. So if you've got all the latest technology on your smartphone or desktop or whatever technology device you've got available, and we provide you with the assistance to make sure that whatever you load into the system meet your requirements, and that's where our expertise counts. So I'm going to take you through the model. So it's a digital integrated HR platform. So I'm going to share with you the talent management module. So for every job or every position in your organization, we first and foremost define what are the ability and character requirements for that particular job in terms of qualifications, personality, abilities, work experience, and very important, reference checking. That's essentially what we do, and we quantify that according to certain dimensions, and obviously there's a weighting factor built into that. Number two, performance management, clarity of purpose, that people know how they fit into the organization. I've mentioned that, clear standards, and we believe in the concept of continuous performance management. The whole notion of quarterly periodic performance appraisal simply does not meet the modern organization. It's too reactive. Number three, and of course there's a live leaderboard. We have got a very exciting live leaderboard concept for certain environments where the progress of employers are measured and monitored on digital screens like TVs, smart TVs, and it's displayed in strategic places in the organization, and people love to see their own progress. It comes back to there is a definite and immediate feedback to employees. Thirdly, I mentioned that competence. So for every job, we also need to say what are the minimum knowledge and skills that you need for the job, and importantly, how you're going to keep on growing. So we talk about continuous professional development. That's built into our digital platform that we develop for every position. Another feature we've designed is peer recognition. You know, the conventional method or methodology is that managers must recognize employees, but the modern organization, you want to engage everybody, we treat everybody as adults. So the peer recognition systems built into the platform, employees can access that, and they can make a nomination to any other employee from any other department when they display certain values or certain behaviors, and then a manager approves that. So that's where the control comes in. But it's very effective. There's also a leaderboard connected to that, and the intention is to make it fun and celebrating success. So in other words, create a culture of catching people doing the right things as opposed to catching them when they do things wrong. Mentioned consistent consequences management, essential, and I think that's a big shortcoming in most organizations today. So rewards. So evidence suggests that to change behavior, you need to have immediate and certain consequences. So unlike the common belief that bonuses inspire people, it's not, because long-term and annual bonus aren't guaranteed and it's too far in the future. What's more effective if you have immediate rewards? In the Good to Great philosophy, we promote monthly gold parades where you celebrate small victories, and it doesn't have to be accompanied with big gifts and rewards. It can be small things like a chocolate, Coke, hampers, whatever the company can afford, but it's to reinforce desired behaviors. And it's also designed to be inclusive. We also don't believe in the concept of the employee of the month. We would like to get as many employees as possible to achieve gold standard every month. Another important concept, obviously, is when people are not meeting the requirements. We know it's not intentional. They need support. So coaching. So the manager need to switch their mindset, their role from a cop to a coach. And we've got an online coaching form. So if a person comes out as a developer, it needs to be recorded, and what the manager is going to do to assist the employee to rectify the performance to the desired standards. Career reviews. And another thing that I feel very passionate about, and I see a shortcoming, particularly in South Africa, with laborers and people are unionized. They simply don't have career discussions with employees. And it's so important that you have a career review with a person, even if they're clean, even if they at the end of their career, but just a matter of you asking them about their personal goals, short-term goals, long-term goals, their strengths, weaknesses. That help to build the self-esteem of the person. And I think that's what a shortcoming in society. You know, we don't have enough parents who can give guidance to their children and siblings. So that's the talent management module that's built into HR Simplified. But in addition to that, an organization, you can acquire further modules such as employee records. So all your typical disciplinary records, your CVs, your training records can be all stored digitally on this platform. Then there's a model on time and attendance. So it can be monitored and using technology to measure that and to monitor that. Your leave administration, online leave approvals. I think that the notion here is we want to save trees. We want to go paperless as much as possible. And the last one is asset control. So in the case if you allocate certain company equipment to employees to make sure that there's proper control, you know where it is and it's registered. So that all form part of this integrated digital platform. And it's in line with a trend that is just going to escalate. And in fact, it escalated during COVID. They talk about the fourth industrial revolution captured by this acronym DIVAS. DIVAS standing for Digital, Interconnectivity, Virtualization, Automation, and Smart Data. So thank you very much for your time, and we hope to hear from you soon.